Hello and welcome everyone to another episode. Yes, so, wow, yeah, this is very, very long, and that is what she said. Yes, my god, so, anyways, our mission today is to go to the Kerbal Space Station. Yes, the Kerbal Space Station. Haven't been there in, I don't even know, like 6 months or something. More than that, less than that, and not 6 Kerbal months, 6 real months. So this thing is going to be a little dated, and the reason, it's like Mir. It's my own version of Mir, I guess. With this station, I built it a little bit after I learned how to dock. Excuse me. Wow. No, I ended up learning how to dock with the station, basically. Basically every single piece on the station was my attempt to learn how to dock. And not to mention, at that time in the game, I did not have a rocket, a very good payload, a very good lifter, payload lifter, that would help me bring up very, very intensely large pieces. So the Kerbal Space Station is not very optimized in any kind of way. I just kind of was like, okay, well, I need RCS, so I'm going to put a bunch of the radial mount RCS tanks, like 5,000 of them, and in certain spots in the station, it's like absolute mayhem when it comes to how many different pieces I actually have on there. It's like, my lord. Like even the fuel tanks at that time, I did not know how to bring up a large tank, just a regular silver tank, not the orange tank, the silver tanks. So I brought up basically 3/4 of what one of those tanks would be. It was the smaller size, the very small ones that are, whatever. Basically 4 of those equals 1 silver tank. I'd bring up 3 of those attached. So the thing, as far as fuel storage is concerned, does not have a very huge amount of fuel storage. So, alright, let's line this up. This thing, I really couldn't come up with a name with it, to be honest, and it mostly has to do with the fact that, like, I just didn't know what to call a module like this. I did do a launch beforehand, like I normally do, just to work out the kinks and bugs. Never really anything too serious. I'll just bring this down a little bit. It's starting to get the shakies. Whatever. I'll bring it up again. Whatever. Yeah, you know what? I'll just kind of go like this. Yeah, never mind. I'll just leave it at 1 level. Stop messing with it. Stop playing. Stop screwing around. Rocket science isn't supposed to be messing around. You're supposed to be serious. Because when you're not serious, people die. But, yes, so, once again, I was thinking maybe we can start optimizing the station a little bit. That is the other thing. I want to get heavy back into space station construction. And, once again, you guys saw the Duna episode. I want to start populating the solar system a little bit. Not so much. I mean, I don't want to dedicate my entire series to construction. Okay, I was wondering why it said cannot warp under acceleration when I have no acceleration. I was like, oh god, this bug again? But yeah, I want to dedicate my series a little bit to populating the Kerbal system, and along with the solar system. Once again, guys, these things take time, and it's not that I'm complaining that I don't want to do it. It's just, I want to kind of knock out as much as I can, but at the same time, not overstep my bounds, so to speak. So, well, Alright, what are we at? 137. I think this thing has a 140 orbit. I'll bring it up a little bit further. Perfect. Okay, so let's set our target. And, yeah, let's see what our... That's not bad. I think I might not even change anything as far as the ascending node's concerned. If I start my burn after this, bring this out a little bit. Let's see what we can get. 1.4, good enough to me. Let's get lined up for our burn. Now, once again, if you guys want to see me optimize the station a little bit, I'm considering changing out the fuel tanks, because I'll show you guys when we get there. To be honest, you know, there's a few things. Maybe after we get this thing docked up, that'd be a better... That way I can show you guys a little bit of what's wrong with the station. But, you know, it really isn't going to change much, to be honest. The main reason is because a lot of the core modules with this station, you know, I would have to basically deconstruct the entire station in order to change out modules in it, because a lot of the modules themselves just aren't very efficient in a sense. It's just insane, you know, like the way that I constructed things then compared to now is just like dark and light, you know. It's just completely... Oh, I should slow down a little bit. I gotta pass this node in order to see. Alright, yeah. So, we'll turn off the RCS. Or SAS, I should say. And, we'll use that to push us back. There we go, yeah. Don't want to use too much RCS, but I did come prepared a little bit more, because I did try to dock this thing up once before as well. And, there was a bunch of problems. Alright, bring that down to 7. That's perfect. No, I did try to dock this thing up before, and there was just an unbelievable amount of problems. I was lining up with the docking ports and stuff like that, and it just, nothing was working the way it should have. So I ended up just ending the flight and restarting. And I also didn't notice at the time, but during construction, I ended up not having symmetrical docking, or not docking ports. I did not have symmetrical. How much fuel does this thing have? All right, that, and that. All right. I don't feel so bad about getting rid of this. So let's get rid of that and use the RCS to flip around. This thing does not like to flip around at all. No, so I ended up, you know, it's always like stuff that you don't notice during construction that you think is okay. I ended up putting 8 RCS ports on the front, and then there was only 4 on the back, which caused a lot of RCS to be expended very quickly. So I ended up burning through basically a whole large tank in probably less than 5 minutes. So it really was a bad things. Bad things happen to a good person, like I always say. Push this more towards the station here, using RCS to control it a little bit. I don't think I need that. I don't. There we go. The station is loaded. And I did put lights on this thing. The station has lights that should be on, and that's a big should. Whoa. Hopefully that doesn't hit the station. Let's just see. Yeah, not going anywhere near it. Is this still set as the target? Sometimes it doesn't like that when you switch the targets. Look out, guys, you got a big freaking stage flying right at the space station. Hopefully it doesn't hit you. Alright, yeah, wow. I'm just gonna bring this down to like 10. And that should be good enough for now. I believe the lights should be on, and that's, you know, like I said, it should. This changed colors now. That's weird. Why did that change colors? I don't like that. Orbit. Let's see. Oh God. See what happens. I don't know what happened. I did not touch anything. It just changed on its own. So I don't know what the heck that was. Oh God. Slow down. Turn on the lights. I can't see anything. It's too dark. So I've decided a little bit where I'm going to park this thing. I just got to switch targets and kind of check out the docking ports on this. Now Mr. Jeb is here, and Mr. Bill, and Bob is somewhere in that mix of people. I think I'm going to put it right here. So where's the orientation of the station? Orientation of the station. Yes. Wow. Alright, bring that chase cam on. We're freaking rolling through space. I don't even know what way we're going. Oh God. We're moving away a little bit. Not a bad thing, but alright, I think our docking port is right there. So that's not a bad thing. Let's just kind of line up a little bit. Right now, we need to be pointed straight up. And that looks pretty good. I'll just stop our movements, turn on SAS, and we want to be moving towards the station, obviously. Bring this to center. Actually, we're going to move it a little bit over here, I think, and that should start bringing it over. And we need to bring this motion in the ocean, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Wow. Yeah, that works, I think. Perfect. Now we just need to go a little up or something. Wow, we're moving the wrong way. Once again, not very good at docking. Wow, this changes the target if I click on that. I've never seen that before. It must be some kind of a bug. Alright, that's moving us further away. I don't know why I did that, but stupidity. This thing is just acting really funny. You know, the last time I got it almost docked up, and you know, basically I ran out of RCS, and now it's just acting weird. Alright, now we're moving away. Maybe it's just me being stupid. I think it's just that, to be honest. Alright, I'm gonna put this at like 6 or something. That way, we're going to be moving pretty fast towards the station itself. And we're moving away from the station a little bit, so I'm going to kind of bump that forward. Alright, yeah, now we're getting... We are on some kind of approach compared to before. Oh, okay, and there's Kerbin in the corner. Alright, I'm going to need to knock this off to the left a little bit. I don't want to get too close to the station right now, guys, mostly because I don't really have any kind of judgment on how long this thing is. So, docking really intensely long pieces like this, you really just don't know at all, you know, how far away you are, to be honest. It's just, you know, I wish there was a way to tell a little bit better, but you can't. It's just impossible. And the fact that this thing isn't really stable either isn't helping to the situation in any kind of way. Yeah, okay, we're set to the wrong target as well. That does not really help much. So I'm going to slow down a little bit because we are coming in pretty hot, considering we are only, what, 40 off of the station. Wow. This is a little bit of game face right here with docking this thing. I really am dreading. I was kind of dreading docking this, but I didn't know how bad it really was going to be. And this thing is just, like, it's just jumping all around like crazy. This is the time when I would say something like Mech Jeb would be an amazing thing to have. Because this is the stuff where it's just too intense. You know, like, it's really just intensely hard to even do. But what am I kidding? I built interplanetary vehicles. I should be able to do this. This is nothing serious. We've already expended roughly 400 RCS. Just way too much RCS fuel. I'm going to slow down here just a little bit. I don't want to bump into this thing because, dear Lord, I just kind of want to come in really nice. Oh my God. I think we've done it, guys. I think we have done it. Sweet Jesus. Our station has a new module. Wow. I don't even think the camera knows how to orientate everything anymore. It's just like, But, yeah, this is amazing. I don't plan on adding another one of these. I just wanted to put one on there because I thought it would be cool to have. You know, it doesn't really serve so much of a purpose other than aesthetic. I'm not going to go and line it up or anything. We did add a little bit to our station too as well, in a sense that we did add about 1,000 battery to the station. And I had to do that mostly because the docking port itself, either I add this and it looks somewhat decent, or the docking port, the back of it kind of pokes through this piece. So it was either one or the other. Now, once again, I was going to show you, we have our escape pod here. No, one thing I wanted to add is I wanted to get rid of these fuel tanks, mostly because, once again, I was a noob when I added them. I could go as far as adding an orange tank, a full orange tank to this station if I wanted to. And I was considering it. I just, you know, it's up to you guys, kind of. You know, and for me, I kind of want to do it anyway, so I think I'm going to. You know, we'll get rid of this tank itself, and you can see it's just 3 of these tanks stacked. Because at that time, I did not know how to actually build a station and how to get very large pieces into orbit. This tank right here was basically my at putting my design that I had at that time, pushing it to the very limit. I actually struggled to get this into orbit. Now I can get basically an orange tank all the way to the moon easily. It's kind of funny. But you can see too, I mean, it does have a lot of these the command modules on there. I did not know how to build a station at that time. Adding a whole bunch of those things really wasn't, you know, it was just me building, you know what I mean? I didn't really understand why I couldn't do that. But, you know, we have a very nice and big, beautiful solar array. What was that? We're going to control from here. I'm going to put this thing... Oh my god. Turn off the RCS. I am not going to disable all of these. Let's see. I don't turn on SAS on this thing ever, because it's just a very bad idea. I don't even, yeah, I haven't used SAS on this thing since, basically I started adding the docking portion to this station. But my frame rate right now is at 7. Now the solar panels too, I could add on to them. I did leave that option open at that time because I was smart enough at that time to realize that, hey, you know, the future of this game, it could change, the power requirements could change, I should say. And we're about to see an eclipse here, I think. Oh no, we're not. Because it's moving away. So yeah, now we got something sticking out from the bottom of this station. I actually... No, what am I trying to do? I don't know why I didn't take this off earlier, because I don't need it anymore. Oh my god, I can't even... The station's too big. Get rid of that. And then I'll just turn on time warp. Whoop, there we go. Time warp. I could have replenished some of the RCS fuel, but I'm not even going to bother. So, this thing's power doesn't even drop on the other side, really, that much. The consumption's only 0.8, 0.08. It's not bad. Wow, this thing just shot through the freaking station. I wasn't even paying attention to that. So, yeah. Now, this is a really awesome looking space station. This has to be my best space station. So, anyways, I'm going to end up changing these out, I think, in the next episode. I'll probably put 2 orange tanks instead. This thing will actually become a little bit more of a station, and maybe, just maybe, I'll add another escape pod or something. I want to get Bill, Jebidiah, and Bob off of this thing eventually. There's Bob. He's screaming. They're all... I don't know why they're screaming. Jeb is, like, perfectly happy. Everyone else is, like, freaking out. So, let's turn off time warp here. Where is he? He doesn't even get a window seat. That's not even cool. Just open the door and let all the vacuum of space in. So, let's see. Yeah, there we go. That's amazing. So, anyways, guys, I won't keep you too much longer. We have our new module. Nobody's in it. And, yeah. If you like what you see here, subscribe and all that other good stuff. Check out the Facebook and the Twitter, even though I'm still having problems with the Facebook. Might make a new one. Not sure, but, yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you next time.